feeding tray. This is your heat shield. You can clean this off with an ammonia-based window cleaner, and it'll get all of that off. Okay, these are your roller bars, color-coded, red to red, blue to blue. You've got, this end, goes on the right-hand side. It fits into that tension control knob. You've got these teeth right here. They will conform to the curvature of the bar. You don't want that. You want the teeth to bite into. You want them raised up a little bit, just with a pair of scissors or whatever. Okay, you always want your film coming off the bottom of the roll. Very important to do that, or you'll get glue directly onto the heating shoes, which has happened here, and the rollers. Okay, so those teeth will literally bite into the interior of the core, and that's what you want. This whole it rolls, all the bar and everything rolls, and the tension control knob. Okay, now to load it, you roll it away from the points of the teeth, like so. And they've even got it marked. You want it set up. This is 25-inch film. It's 27-inch laminator. Highly recommend stay with the 25-inch. And I cut that like so. Okay, you got the glossy side, which is the finished side, and then you've got this cloudy side. That cloudy side is the heat-activated glue. You have to load the right side first, and then drop it in its bracket there. Okay, what I did, notice that I've got the film coming off the bottom of the roll now. That's very important. Believe me, I've seen it happen a number of times. They put it on backwards and then you just have a gluey mess. Okay, it goes underneath, on top of the shelf, underneath this bar like so. Okay, and then pull it out. Okay, load the right side first. Okay, then drop it in the bracket. If you'll come over here, you'll notice that little gap right there. You don't want that. You want it touching the left plate. Okay, that's very important. Okay, here's where I check the tension. Okay, each of these knobs, they all roll with the film. And I'll roll it like that. You roll it, and if you want minimal tension, minimal. You don't tighten this thing up. You want to pull the wrinkles out. That's what what the tension does. Okay, so I've got it like so. I can roll it. Roll up my slack. I need to turn that on. I like to let it when it's hot. I'll go over that in just a minute. If you'll notice right here, that's 275 degrees Fahrenheit, okay? That's your recommended heat temperature, correct. Okay, this is a display right here, if you'll notice. Okay, that is your speed, which is 3 feet per minute, okay? I think that's kind of fast. What I recommend, highly recommend this, and it's already, notice that light came on? It was preset. You have to press the preset button, but it's preset at 2.5. Okay, that's a little bit slower. Okay, that is your usage right there. See, that's number of feet used. And I'm gonna clear that. We're starting at 0, okay? This is your speed up, speed down. You wanna go slower if you've got thicker stuff to be laminated. And you just simply press that down like so. It'll go all the way down to 1 foot in a minute, you know, which is very, very slow. And if you're doing something thick, you might want to raise the temperature up to about 300 and then turn the speed down to 1.0. But we're going to go back. Notice I'm going to hit the preset button. And okay, this is the display. It's at 275 degrees, preset. You have to hit that button, and a red light comes on. Press it again, 2.5 feet, okay? And then if you press it again, that's what your usage. You may want to do that just to get an idea of how much you're going through. Okay, but I'm going to leave it on the usage right there. Okay, this is starting to heat up. This is good. Lay flat against the curve of the bar if you don't adjust it. You know, just click it up like that. Again, even on the top, it's different. Red to red. You roll it away from the teeth, the points of the teeth like that. Roll it in. They've even got this marked, which is a good idea. But that's not your deciding factor. I'm going to show you exactly how to make sure the film has to be justified. The edge is in alignment, okay? Or you get glue all over everything. Again, you've got a little gap right there. You want to make sure it's touching the left plate. Okay, that's touching the left plate. Okay, I'm checking the tension right now. It feels perfect. If you'll notice, the film is coming off the bottom of the roll, cloudy side up, okay? On both upper and lower. This is just a touch tighter, this tension right here. So I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna just roll it a half a turn. What you have here is that this knob presses that spring together, which will press that metal plate right there and compress the leather. There's a leather piece that as it compresses, you have more tension. You want your top and bottom to be as close as you could possibly get it. Normally I turn it up. You gotta wait just a while. You'll actually see the film liquefy. You know, the glue, it's a heat activated glue. Look and see how the edge is in alignment there. Okay? That's what you want. Again, I like to do it when it's hot. You know, that way you don't have a lot of film flopping around in there that might attach to the rollers. I'm gonna go ahead and load it like this. Hit the start button. It'll feed. Now, come back over on this side. If you'll notice, if you don't watch it, it'll drop down and it won't go between the two rear rollers back here. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you kind of have to guide it between these two, or it'll just bunch up and you'll have a mess on your hands.
Correct.
I put a little hand pressure on it to take, just take the wrinkles out a little bit quicker. I'm gonna turn it off. I'm not gonna run it anymore or we'll waste film. It just needs to heat up. And that's basically